Fjordur is out, which means that we have a bunch of new creatures to check out, and I'm going to be checking out every single one of them in today's video. So guys, go ahead, do me a favor, hit the like button if you find yourself enjoying this one. Also, remember, these creatures literally just came out. I can't possibly know everything about them, but if you figured something out, drop a comment down below. So first of all, we're going to be going over the Andrewsarchus, and I gotta say, I am very impressed with this creature. It's really cool. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be as well, to be honest. I thought it would be maybe like kind of like the same size as like a dire bear, but it's definitely a lot taller than a dire bear. So anyway, let's go ahead and check this dude out. So first of all, you can go ahead and mount it without a saddle, which is kind of cool. And its saddle actually is unlocked at... Let's see. It's unlocked at level 74 for 45 anger points. Dude, this thing only costs 20 metal ingots for some reason. I have no idea why it's so cheap. So, let's go ahead and test out some of its abilities. I'll show you the right click first, because this dude's on my butt. Boom! So yeah, we do like a little stun right there, and obviously knock things back by an absolute mile. It only does like a minor stun, so if you've got something chasing you or someone, you can do that, and then just continue running, and obviously they're not going to be able to catch up to you if you can do that. So, yeah. Anyway, its left click ability is like the normal bite. You can do that while walking and running as well, which is kind of cool. So you can chase things and try to like attack them, attack their booty as they run. Obviously, you can see right down there beside the hotbar, we have a couple little like kind of like boosts and stuff. So first of all, when you're running, if you hit C, and I don't know what button this is going to be on console, but maybe check down in the comments. Somebody will probably be kind enough to translate. If you hit C, you'll get a crazy speed buff that I'll show you now. Boom! So as you can see, we are going very, very fast. And just in general, when you're riding on this dude, you're actually gaining a little bit of speed. It's kind of like a rhino, except we don't have the little meter thing over underneath its stats on the sidebar, unfortunately. It would be great if we did, but yeah. So we've got 3 of those charges, and they basically just constantly charge up, and you get another one after a bit. From what I can tell, there's no way of increasing that. So we've also got the slide boost, which... I'm trying to understand, and I think it's this. Let me just gain a little bit of speed here, and we'll try one, and we just want to take like a little turn right there. And I think that's making me go a little bit faster. It's kind of hard to tell. It really, truly is. But it's actually really cool. It's almost like drifting this creature. Here, let me try and do like less of an actual, like, there we go. And we had like a tiny little buff up there on the top beside these stats for like a second. I don't know what that was. That was probably the speed buff. Let's try this again. We have it, and it doesn't say anything. Okay, fair enough. So anyway, another thing with this creature is it's got an incredible jump. So check this out. Look at that. We were jumping so freaking high. I don't know. I did not expect this creature to be able to jump that freaking high. Look at this dude. Let's jump right over this parasaur. Boom. So, I don't know, this could be potentially like a decent creature to just travel around the map on. I mean, it's fast, it's got all these crazy movements and everything, and, well, it's got a freaking machine gun saddle, which we're going to be checking out now. And obviously, as you can see, you might actually be able to see, I feel like my character's not in the right spot. Let's put ourselves back, and nope, maybe not. Okay, maybe it did update. It's kind of hard to tell. I feel like it didn't the first time. But anyway, yeah, so we've got the machine gun saddle, and, it's got some little drawings in here. We got like a little Mjolnir, also known as Jonathan. We got like a little ARK symbol and a person on a minigun and a little smiley face. Over this side, we've got like the kill count, and then nothing on the back here. It would be kind of funny if the ceiling just said like hi or something. I don't know. But obviously with this dude, we've got the minigun, so let's pop in some bullets. And to activate this, we want to go ahead and hit control. And we can basically just kind of turn around. The actual Andrewsarchus does not move when you're doing this, which is great. And you can also do it in third person, but first person is a little bit better. Right click is going to start the shooting, and it's pretty good. I don't exactly know if it's doing any extra damage than a turret would normally do, but yeah, that is pretty amazing, actually. Very accurate as well. It doesn't exactly turn super quick, but I imagine if you kind of went like this, yeah, look at that. So we don't actually, you probably don't want to go into first person when you're using this dude if you want to be doing a bunch of turning, because obviously I could be shooting there and then I'm immediately shooting here before the actual thing has turned itself. So pretty cool. With this dude, though, you can actually do all the other stuff while still using this, you know? We could just combine everything if we really want to. Jumping as well. And now let's jump down into the water. Amazing. Let's go ahead and just disable that real quick. And hello, Pego. Goodbye. Let's go ahead and just get into the water. So these things are also going to act as essentially like a little submarine. And by the way, yes, you can shoot underwater and it's amazing. I don't know why this just feels really good, you know? Like, we're only able to use tech stuff underwater. Now we can use this guy. He also turns on a freaking dime in the water. He really does. But we can go ahead and hit X, and it's basically going to give us gravity. So now we can run along the bottom of the water. And from what I can tell, we don't actually seem to be able to do our charge under here, unfortunately. Yeah, nothing of that sort actually seems to be working, which is not great. But you know what? We're moving at a decent speed, and we can obviously run right down to the very bottom and start collecting pearls and other stuff if we want to. But yeah, let's just check this out. So real quick, you can see its oxygen stat here is quite good. You might want to start pumping a little bit into that. It gets a good amount actually per level, 300 right now. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and just dispatch of this megalodon. This is so satisfying, like not having to use laser weapons under the water, just being able to use those. We can also just hit X again and completely get out of that. So if you want to just like unstick yourself out of a situation or get over like a hill, you could just start swimming again. That's obviously going to use a little bit of stamina, and when you're actually down here, our stamina is regenning, so pretty cool. Honestly, I feel like you could probably use this guy for some underwater taming, you know, just using him as like a little way to just kind of like draw in creatures and bring them to you, to your like pens or whatever, or just, you know, hopping on and off of this dude and trying to tame up some stuff or net some stuff. Just in general though, really fun creature, gotta say. I'm actually super excited to get myself one of these dudes, but let's move on to the next critter. Oh, and by the way, yeah, you can shoot directly up. It's pretty amazing, although unfortunately you can't see anything in first person mode. So next up we have the Fjordhawk, which is this little bird sitting on my shoulder right here, and it's honestly really cool looking, but check this out. It just shows you where the corpses are, which is great. So let's go ahead and just send it straight in, and it's actually going to start devouring this corpse. It's got like a custom little animation. We didn't really get to see that because it's such a big corpse, but here, let me see if it will do it to this little dodo right here. Come here, buddy. Do I actually have to throw you again? I think I might actually have to do that. There we go. Watch this. So it's got like its own little custom animation. It basically does what a hawk would actually do, and pretty much just lands down beside the target and just starts eating from it. And then it will come back to you, and of course you can here, let's see real quick. You can just like store all the stuff inside of it. It picks up that stuff for you. Unfortunately, I do have to say I'm kind of disappointed that if holding down R, like, it should really get us into the inventory. I know it's a thing on the cinema crops, and it really should be a thing on all shoulder pets. Unfortunately, it's not with this dude. Let's drop down this dude and get him to start attacking some things for me. So here we go. It's going to take out this Dillo, and it's going to do its custom little eating animation. It automatically just does that, picks up the food. Here, check this out. Here we go. Awesome. And then it just comes back to you, of course, if you have it on follow. So yeah, there's not a huge amount of stuff with this thing in terms of like uses. It's kind of just a cool little creature to have on your shoulder. I think there's some other stuff. I just can't get any of it to work. At least I can't figure out how it actually works, but maybe you guys can figure it out. I do have to say though, let's get out of GCM mode and kill myself real quick. Boom. So the Fjordhawk will fly away with your items, coming back to you wherever you're spawning. I'm curious if it can teleport across the map though. We'll test that in a minute here, but I'll be spawning in, and there's the Fjordhawk, and it should have all of my items with it. Did it already drop them down for me or something? Oh, what the hell? Where's it going? It's just flying back over there for some reason. I guess it dropped it down for me right here, and now it's just chilling over there. I don't know why it ran back to where it was. Oh, it's grabbing the wrist. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I had no idea. Wait, yeah, look at this. Oh, and it shows like a custom little item here. Okay, yeah, that's my specimen implant. That's kind of interesting. Why would that not get picked up initially? That's kind of weird. Okay, so I'm curious. I want to test this out a little bit. Let's fly way over here and get a bunch more foundations and just see if it can bring them all to me. All right, so I've got close to 100 foundations on me. I'm going to kill myself again and spawn in that exact same spot. And it took all the foundations there. I'm curious. Is it actually going to be able to bring all of your stuff? Okay, I'm going to have to spawn somewhere random. Yeah, there. That works. I can't spawn at my bed because it's the cooldown timer, unfortunately. Oh my... Whoa, it just teleported to me. There's no way it could have flown all that distance that fast. No way. And it carried all of that stuff. So I guess no matter... I can't even pick up all this stuff. That just shows how much stuff that is. So I guess no matter how far away you are, it could just bring it directly to you immediately. That's a lot more powerful than I thought it would be. I honestly thought that it would have to fly across the whole map, but that's from earlier. But yeah, like we were all the way on an island over in this direction, and then I flew over to like there somewhere. like, that thing just teleported. I kind of want to see that from, like, a third-person perspective. Unfortunately, I can't make that happen right now, but, yeah, I guess it will just, once it goes out of render distance for the players that are around in that area, it will kind of just teleport or something. I don't really know. I'm kind of curious if you can steal those items, though. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature, man. That's kind of crazy. It could bring all of this stuff. That is honestly insane. I did not expect that. That's a huge amount of weight as well. So there we go. That's a couple questions answered right there. So yeah, like I said, there's probably a couple more things with this dude. I just can't find out what they are right now, unfortunately. So we're going to move on to the next critter. So here is the Desmodus Draculae, which of course is the bat creature that we all voted for, the creature vote. Let's go ahead and just quickly just show you the crafting materials and everything for this. So it's unlocked at level 74 for 45 Ingram points as well, and it basically costs pretty average kind of materials, and you craft inside of a smithy. Look at this dude though. Let's pull out the saddle real quick and just show you this. So there it is without the saddle. It looks pretty amazing. You can't ride it without the saddle, so you're gonna have to make yourself one of those. Boom. And let's hop on, and here we go. Look at this freaking guy. We've got, like, honestly, it's a really crazy looking saddle. Let me just show you this real quick. So you can see we've got almost like these pipes going all over, and I imagine that kind of like puts blood everywhere or something. It looks super crazy looking though. I love this thing. All right, let's hop on. So this dude has so many crazy abilities, guys. Like, honestly, I'm really blown away with what it can actually do. So first of all, on the land, left click is going to give you a couple different variations of an attack. And then right click, actually, I don't believe works on the land at all. C doesn't do anything. Control X, nothing. Let's get into the sky. So first of all, let's go just fly up. And actually, X is going to bring you up. C is going to bring you down. And let's just go up a little bit, because we've got not really a glide, but kind of like, almost kind of like a glide. It's not like the other creatures that get like speed from it, but you can kind of like drop down really fast and stuff like that. So if you're like going to try and catch up to a creature or something, you're going to be able to do that. And as you can see right here, we've got some dead creatures around. It's going to be able to locate them just like the Fjordhawk. Actually, you know what? I feel like the Fjordhawk is doing that to me. Let me just do this without the Fjordhawk just in case. I feel like it's going after the corpses. Yeah, no, you can't locate it with the Fjordhawk. Sorry about that. Holy crap. Oh man, I almost spread some misinformation. Right click is going to allow you to pick up some creatures, and you can of course go ahead and eat them. And look at that right there. We get some blood packs, but we also get spoiled meat for days and a little bit of meat. So basically what we're doing is we're pretty much taking the meat and pretty much ripping all the blood out of it, and the meat itself is just left and it's gross and everything. So that's basically spoiled meat. So you can pick up a couple different creatures here. You can pick, I don't think you can pick up a kangaroo like you can in one of the teaser photos that they had before. But yeah, we get a good amount of blood packs and everything. So this is honestly going to be the Bloodstalker's best friend, because blood packs are always a major pain to get for that dude. And with this guy, you're going to be able to easily get just a crap ton of them. So just in general, blood packs, super easy to get now. Like, look at this. We got 15 from that dude right there. And let's go ahead and kill the strike. Maybe 15 is the max. But even so, I mean, oh no, we're getting 25 from this dude. Yeah, 27 in total. Super crazy. So, yeah, gotta say, I love that. That's gonna make adventuring so much easier. So it's got some other abilities. If you hold down left click, you're going to essentially charge up a Screech. And there we go. It pretty much just like locates creatures around. So it does have echolocation. I saw a lot of people disappointed that they thought it didn't. Technically it does, because you can do the Screech and it highlights every creature around. It even did this dodo all the way over here. It didn't do that turtle though. So you can basically just hold down left click and it's going to do that. There's like a little charge up. I don't seem to be able to get that to appear again. I was getting a little charge up thing a couple minutes ago. I'm not sure why it's not coming up anymore, but yeah, anyway, maybe I've got enough blood packs or something. I can't exactly figure that out right now. It does regen stam a little slow in terms of like flying creatures, but there we go. We got all our stam back and we can start doing some more things. Let's go ahead and throw some of these screeches at the water here. Try and locate some creatures in there. We got a turtle right there and nothing else apparently. Very cool. You do dismount, of course, if you touch the water, just like most flyers. Oh, wow, we got something all the way over here. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Can we do more of those? Let's drop another one. There's probably like a crap ton of sharks down here somewhere. Oh, you can hear the echoing around. Oh, we're continuously doing it right now. And now it's stopped. Okay, very, very cool. Very cool. So we're going to make it nighttime, because at nighttime with this dude, you're going to be able to go invisible. So you're going to hold down right click to go invisible. And there we go. We are completely invisible. This is kind of crazy. It's the first flying creature that can go invisible. Now, I know the rock drake can go invisible, but that's not a flying creature. This is a full-on flyer, and you can go 100% invisible like this. Super crazy. You can't do any of your other attacks while you're invisible, though, so basically, if I want to do all my screeches, I'm gonna have to be visible for all of that. Yeah, look at this. We're just locating all these dudes all over the place here. Are we still doing it? I don't think we're doing it anymore. Boom, there's another one. So I think I've found a nice spot to test out the latching on this guy. Let's go ahead and try this out real quick. So how do we do this? Is it space? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm upside down. It would be really cool if I was like tucked in on his belly and he was like hugging me. That looks crazy, man. That looks so crazy. So apparently you could do this in daytime and you can go invisible. Let's try that. So here we go. Can we go invisible? Let's go into K mode. Oh, I'm latched. Oh, okay. I'm like not latched the same way that I thought I would be. I'm like latched just upside down standing. Let's try and do that properly. There we go. So I guess you can just latch onto the sides of cliffs and stuff as well. So apparently you can go invisible. There we go. Look at that. So you can pretty much just wait and then stealth attack something as it's coming by. Can we... Oh, okay. That left click just apparently did that. Cool. All right. Amazing. I gotta say, though, I really like this creature. We can also pull out weapons on the back as well. So it's got like the same kind of movements that a griffin does. And obviously it's got some crazy other abilities as well. Obviously the griffin's got its like little dive bomb and stuff. This thing can dive bomb, it just doesn't do any damage. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really liking this dude. I'm so happy that we all voted for something and they put it in and it's just really good. So super excited to try and tame myself one of these guys at some point. So last but definitely not least, we have Fenrir, which was an actual modded creature as part of the modded map that they brought over to official. Super cool, but they made one change that I'm not happy about. It's no longer breedable, but you do have genders and you can pack boost them up to 4 additional ones. So the ideal pack is to have 5 in total, you riding on one and then 4 other ones. You can actually see one little change that they did to this dude. It's now got a little color region on the eyes, so you can get ones with like red eyes like this. There's some like yellow ones over there and some like kind of bluish ones here, I think. So that's pretty cool, but just in general, I'm kind of disappointed they're no longer breedable. So what can Fenrir do? Well, first of all, you can indeed pull out weapons on the back of them, which is great. But in general, it's going to feel like you're riding on a direwolf, except it's going to be a Super Saiyan direwolf, because this thing could do some really cool stuff. So there is no saddle. Instead, you have just a natural fur armor, which is currently 10, which is the normal like base armor. I'll show you how you upgrade that in just a second. So left click is going to yield just a normal bite attack. It's very fast. Like the attack speed on this dude is really good. And you can also do that as you're running as well, which is great. So you can chase down your targets. Let me see if I can find something so I can display some of these other attacks. So right click is now kind of different. It used to be like a heavy attack. Now it's an ice bite. So anything that you bite, it will kind of get a slowing effect like that. And let's go ahead and test out the ice armor. So if we hit C, we're going to do a howl like that. And anything around you is going to get frozen. And you're also going to basically upgrade your Fenrir temporarily. You're going to be draining stamina in this form, but we have increased the armor up to 80 from 10, which is great. So basically turns into an ascended armor thingy. Also, anything that hits you, I think I can't really display this right now because I'm in GCM mode. Let me go ahead and take that away. So yeah, anything that hits you will get some return damage, kind of like recoil damage, like a Kentro and other creatures like that. So yeah, you can see they're getting a little hurt by just hitting me. Just in general, though, it's such a cool creature. I love freezing things with this dude. Oh, it's so amazing. So that's kind of nice. I mean, it's a little different. So in the modded version, when you went into this mode, it did increase your armor. It wasn't an actual like saddle thing or like a little natural armor. You could get a saddle, but you had to fight some world bosses to get that. Instead, it just kind of like increased the amount of resistance you had to damage. And we got some griffins around here. Let's go ahead and freeze one or something. But when you did that, you also were a little bit slowed because of the ice. So I'm actually kind of happy that they took that away. It's kind of nice to not have to deal with that. But yeah, it's a little bit different. Not in like a bad way. 100% behind these new changes with Fenrir. Also, it looks so cool with these icicles on it. It truly does. I absolutely love this creature. And I've loved it from the day that I saw the little teaser before it was even made. I was like, damn, that looks cool. Like the icicles just make it look so amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it with Fenrir. You know, you've got the mate boost, you've got the pack boost. That's pretty nice. It's just unfortunate we can't breed them, but it is what it is. Wildcard make their choices, and we just kind of have to live with them. And I ran out of stamina right there. So yeah, you will want to probably increase some stamina on this dude to try and allow yourself to stay in that icicle armor mode for longer. So yeah, anyway, that is it for all these creatures, guys. We're gonna be checking out bosses next, maybe also Mjolnir as well, we'll see. But yeah, and then we'll probably start out our series, and I'm super excited. So guys, go ahead, do me a favor, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one, and stay tuned for some more content on ARK Fjordur.